Introducing Jasmine Patel, your multi-talented connection maven. Meet Jasmine Patel, a dynamic individual whose journey began in the United States and has now found her home in Canada. With an impressive literary track record, Jasmine has authored 3 captivating books. You Are the Love, The Universe is the Heart, You Are the Love Passport, and Waves of Kindness Passport. As the charismatic host of From Me to We with Jasmine Patel, a riveting Facebook live interview series, she engages with individuals from around the globe, delving deep into topics of connection, communication, and collaboration. With a skilled touch in graphic design, she effortlessly crafts visual marvels using Canva. Beyond her remarkable achievements, Jasmine's genuine passion for forging new friendships and her thirst for knowledge make her a delightful companion on life's journey.
Hello everyone, I am Jasmine Patel and I welcome you to the 12th episode on From Me to We with Jasmine Patel. Yes, we are back already. And this time, I have a super duper amazing guest from Pakistan. And her name, she is the world's one and only the world has ever seen, Gulsana Mansha. Please forgive me if I'm pronouncing the name wrong. Welcome, how are you?
You have pronounced the name absolutely correct. Yes, it is Gulsana Mansha, and I am very good, Jasmine. So good to see you. It had been days that I was trying my best to get connected, and finally, here we are.
Yep, that's the beauty of it. So, can you introduce yourself to everyone?
Okay, Jasmine, name we've already told the audience. And basically, yes, I'm from Lahore, Pakistan, and my prominent recognition, I'd call it, is that I'm an educationist. And being an educationist, I have worked in different disciplines, like in the field of teaching, in the field of event management for schools, and I'd been a teacher, a facilitator throughout my life. And then, yes, I've also, tasted a few offices like the principals and vice principals designations. I've also worked in that discipline. And yes, curriculum team. I've been working with the curriculum team, working on the English syllabuses and preparing certain teacher guidelines for the teachers. And my second recognition is I'm a trainer of teachers. I'm a trainer of human brains, as I'm a motivational, inspirational speaker. So I'm an environmentalist at the same time. I do care about Mother Earth, its health, and how we can make our contributions towards improving our Mother Earth's health. And then I'm a yogi. Yes, I do yoga, but I'm a learner. I don't teach people yet because I'm still under the custody, or you can say the caretaking of one or two of my gurus here in Pakistan.
Wow.
So that's all about me.
Wow. Speechless. Yeah. You're everything. Yeah, guys, if you're watching this right now, you need to connect with this woman here. She's amazing. So anyway, what?
Okay. Thank you so very much, Jasmine. I'm really obliged. Thank you so very much for actually acknowledging a few things that I have in my, professional career, a part of my personality, my nature. And yes, that's what I am. Thank you so very much.
Shukriya, not a problem. All right. So, yeah, I know a little bit of Urdu, yes. So
Little
anyways.
bit, okay, fine. But
Yeah.
I can make my punches in Urdu, right?
Oh. I
Okay,
only
no,
know
no, no.
like I only know like the most basic of basic, like the hello, how are you, I'm good sort of thing.
Okay. So क्या हाल है जैस्मिन? कैसी हो?
मैं ठीक हूँ आप कैसे हैं
मैं भी बिल्कुल ठीक हूँ. Thank you. Okay, we can continue in English.
yeah yeah that'd be great so anyways
But
I'm
I
gonna
really
be
appreciate.
mm-hmm. Yeah, so anyways I'm gonna be interviewing this beautiful lady on professional ethics. That's a great topic, by the way. So first
Yeah.
question for you is, what are professional ethics and why are they important in the workplace?
Okay, Jasmine, professional ethics for me is the mannerism, is the kind of respect or acceptance. These three things: acceptance, respect, and mannerism towards your profession and towards the people who are working with you in a particular institute or in the company or in a school, whatever, you name it and whatnot, whatever your workplace is. Now, acceptance, first of all, that you accepted that job. You, it was with your will that you accepted the job, you accepted the team members who you're working with, and accept them with a big heart, with an open mind. Don't narrow your thinking about themselves, because narrow mindedness basically then leads towards, criticism, then it leads towards backbiting, then it leads you to, become a part of the professional politics, which is at all not at all healthy, which is really dangerous for not only for your job security, but at the same time for the company or for the workplace or for the institute to grow. It will stop our growth. It will stop the growth of the institute as well. Then comes respect. Respect means you are actually using professional communication skills. You know what kind of language you can use at your workplace, what kind of behavior. So, behavioral training for me and professional communication skills adds to your professional ethics, because it teaches you how you're going to talk, how you're going to walk, how you're going to dress up at a workplace. You cannot wear a dress at your workplace that you wear in a wedding. You cannot do that. And all of these things, the way, the mannerism of talking and walking and your body language and your dressing sense, these are the basics of professional ethics. And you respect people, and you improve your behaviors towards them as well, even if sometimes you come across a crosstalk. So don't create a hue and cry out of that, because you need to understand one thing, that the kind of creature you're working with, at the end, they are humans. Sometimes behaviors may go wrong, but I think the professional ethics, uh, the leader of the team basically plays a very, very important role. And why it is important? Number one, to maintain the growth. In the later part of the talk, we will talk about all these elements one by one. But to maintain the healthy environment, to maintain the growing environment, to maintain the focus towards work, professional ethics are very, very important for team building, for setting the goals and targets of the institute or the company or the school. Professional ethics play a vital role, a very, very important, vital role, where you cannot ignore the importance of professional ethics. Otherwise, teams won't work. And if teams won't work, the institute won't work.
Wow. Wow, that was great. That was great. Yes, I agree with you. Yes, that's right. So that leads to the second question. So, how do professional ethics differ from personal ethics? And why is this distinction significant?
Okay, Jasmine, whereas personal ethics are concerned, I won't separate these two because the foundation of professional ethics is going to be laid through personal ethics. Because as an individual, if you are personally ethical and you have etiquettes of talking, of walking, of behaving, only then you will be able to become a good team member at your workplace. But if personally you're not, uh, you do not have a grown up behavior, you do not have a mature mannerism, mature attitude, then, uh, I mean, for how long or how much can your workplace can teach you? They have their goals to meet, they have their targets to meet. So if you are personally ethical and you have the mannerism and behaviorism within you, that can be utilized as a foundation towards professional ethics. Because professional ethics, 70% is exactly the same, except for a few things where we involve trainings, where we involve, the targets are different from your personal life. Of course, the professional targets are different. The level of growth is different. You're working on broader horizons. So, and then when you're working as a team, but even in your personal life, with your family members, you have to behave like a team. Your house is like an institute,
Mm-hmm.
and you're learning and you're performing there exactly like a team member when you become professionally when you step into practical life as a professional person. So I think the personal ethics that you learn within your from your family, from your home training, becomes the foundation of
Um,
so uh, I don't think that there's a very big difference. There's a very big difference because
mm-hmm.
the training that you've learned from home, that's going to help you out with your conduction of professional duties and your JDs, and you will know what is punctuality. You will know what is time management. These are professional ethics. You have to be punctual. You should know what is time management. If you're working for if you're hired for 4 hours per day, you cannot extend your time period to 7 hours or 8 hours. You need to train yourself for that. And then your focus, your your center of attention should be the target given to you, the growth of your in your profession.
Wow. Yeah, I agree with you. It there's not really much difference at all between the two.
Yeah.
Right. So, next question for you is actually a really good question, and it's a very important question. Okay, in what ways can technology and social media impact professional ethics in today's digital age?
Okay, very smart question, I would say. And yes, Jasmine, because at workplaces, what I'm observing developing here in my region is that uh, since the social media has taken a big place in humans' lives, in their personal lives, and humans are not on one, they're not using one source of social media. Like if I talk about, they're on Facebook, they're on LinkedIn, they're on Twitter, on Snapchat, on Instagram, you name it, and whatnot. So, professional ethics says that if you're using social media for the development of your work and towards your professional growth, and if you're connecting with people related at your workplace, related to the field you're a part of, to the kind of business you're a part of, to the kind of institution, and to the kind of, field you're a part of. And if you are using that social media with that for that purpose, then it's okay. Like if I talk about my institute, of course, it's a huge building where we're working, and it has like 4 or 5 floors and 3 buildings in the same premises, 3 blocks. So we have to communicate with each other, and WhatsApp is one thing which we are using all the time. Now, professional ethics says that I have to be honest, that if the institute, if my management is trusting me enough and allowing me to use my cell phone and my WhatsApp, and if the teachers in the classrooms are allowed that they can use their cell phones to Google or their laptops to Google in case if they need to do any research during their lesson to facilitate their students, the teachers, the profession, the worker, the employee has to be honest enough and uh, uh, you know uh, grow his trust
Mm-hmm.
with the management. But if you're misusing these things, then you're losing your job, you're losing your trust, and then at the end, which we call the professional ethics, then you get ready to listen to the raised voices. But yes, social media and these AI apps, they can they can do wonders at your workplace. Look, people are using these slideshows, at their workplaces,
Mm-hmm.
and they're using computers. But uh, like one day, one of my daughter's friend, he was at his workplace, and my daughter didn't know that he was at the workplace, and she called, and he took the call, and I suddenly realized that he was at his workplace. Mega, why didn't you tell her that you can get back to me later? I'm at work right now. So, so misusage. And then recently I came across one of the incidents here in Pakistan where my son is working. One of the boys, he misused the digital gadgets, and he was bullying a girl, and he was, harassing her
Mm.
at his workplace, and he was caught, thank God, well before time. And when the managers discovered, now see what is social media, how harmful it can be.
Mm-hmm.
So here comes professional ethics again, Jasmine, that when you are at your workplace, it's your conduct. First, be honest to yourself, and only then you will be honest towards your workplace, towards your management, and towards the owners of the school, or owners of the institute. So if
Mm-hmm.
you do not have those ethics with you, see, now these ethics also come from home, for personal ethics, and those personal ethics being implemented into our workplace. So social media um, very can be very useful when the example I quoted about my school, where we are using WhatsApp, we are communicating, we are sharing resources. Uh, and look how beautiful sometimes these gadgets and these apps turns out to be. The one teacher, she was conducting her class, and one strategy went so good for her that she shared the strategy immediately, that if anybody else in the premises, and in the next lesson I was using it. See, peer learning, peer learning,
Wow.
helping each other to grow, sitting in her classroom. And then one day, one of my teachers says, "Ma'am Gulsana, it's very rare that we see you in classrooms because I'm more into the offices." And says, "But I wish I could watch you, the kind of a teacher you are, because I've heard you're an excellent teacher, and your students are big fans of yours. And when they walk out of your classrooms, and they're full of praise. So I wish, Monica, it's not difficult at all. I just set the Skype there, my laptop there. Monica, watch me.
Mm-hmm.
You're sitting in your block, you're sitting in your school, in your campus, and I'm live with you. I'm going to conduct my lesson right in front of you." And she watched. See, social media, this artificial intelligence gadgets, these, apps, they can do wonders for you. They have brought the world so close. Look, you're
Mm-hmm.
in Canada. You're sitting in Canada right now. I'm here in Lahore, Pakistan.
Yeah, I know, right? I
See,
know. It's
this
crazy.
is
Like
it's great.
I feel like you're sitting right next to me. That
Yeah,
it's
exactly. I feel like as if we're sitting in the same studio.
I know. It's
Huh.
crazy.
Yeah, and see, Jasmine, you learning from me and I learning from you. Learning has become so easy because of these gadgets, because of this digital era. You know,
Yes.
they've made the small. We used to say it's a small world. I think it's the smallest of the world now.
Oh yes.
Huh?
Oh yes. It just gets smaller and smaller and
Smaller
smaller.
and smallest, yes. And it's in my hands. It's in your hands. You
It's like
can be everywhere. I can be everywhere anytime I want. At, Even if I'm at my workplace, I want to connect an HR person abroad in US, in British. If I know immediately, a few clicks and I'm on. There you are. See?
yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yes.
the yeah.
So actually, you inspired me to ask this question, and from this day forward, for each guest I interview, I will be asking these guests this question because, as you can see, it's from the show name is From Me to We with Jasmine Patel. So this
Yes.
question is, how can we collaborate with each other?
One of the most important professional etiquettes and ethics is collaboration. and and Jasmine, it's I really feel sorry. I'm really heartbroken that people somehow show reluctance and hesitance when they need to collaborate. Because when you're collaborating, you have to make sure that you are sitting with uh, people in your team who are with different learning standards. They might not be very good, and they might be very good. They might be far, far, far better than you. Now the reluctance comes in when we ask them to collaborate with a person who is not performing as good as them. This is what? Collaborating with her or him? He's not my caliber. At least realize my caliber. Keep my caliber in your mind. And when you ask people to collaborate with people um, who are professionally and knowledge wise better than them, even then they hesitate, because there they lose their confidence. There they get scared that I might be, my self respect, might m- may get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So people become conscious and then they avoid. But I think collaboration is an opportunity provided by the institute, and you should feel confident. Whatever knowledge, background knowledge you have, whatever background skills you have, learn from people. And through your studio, I would like to extend my concept that you learn even from the people who are maybe performing lower than you. They're not as good as you. You can learn from their mistakes. You can learn from their failures. You can add on to your knowledge. Oh my God, these are the things. And then you can add value to their professional growth. You can train them. You can become trainers. So people who are better, they can become trainers. They can give them the confidence. They can teach them.
Mm-hmm.
They can help them out. So collaboration, 100% should take place, should take place at every workplace. Secondly, when you're collaborating, it's filling the gaps. Where the company is facing the gap, where the institute is losing itself, when one department collaborates with the other department. You know, the English department collaborates with the social studies or mathematics department. So we'll come to know who are the strugglers in all the subjects. And then we'll be able to identify that generally who are the students, who are the people who are not performing very well. And then for the teachers, when you're collaborating, you're sharing your strategies, you're sharing your execution of class. You're sharing your knowledge. You're sharing with teachers that how you can bring uh, integrated learning, how you can integrate a concept from English into your history lesson, how you can integrate a mathematical concept into your English lesson. And again, bringing the world towards the smallest of the piece and increasing where the world is becoming smaller, the opportunities by collaborating are increasing. That world is broadening. The horizons are increasing. You're moving towards broader horizons, greater learning opportunities. So collaboration will definitely support to fill in the gaps within the institute, and secondly, it will increase the uh, growing opportunities for the workers, for the employers.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that was amazing. Again, really great answer. So we're going to cut to a quick commercial break, and then we'll be right back for the second segment on From Me to We with Jasmine Patel. So don't go anywhere. Shambhugarisha Yagyamadarisha Matirajanisha Basmatanasara Nichna Vishala Hukra Vigalala Rujna Mahakala Rupa Amagada Shambhugarisha Yagyamadarisha Matirajanisha Basmatanasara Nichna Vishala Hukra Vigalala Rujna Mahakala Rupa Amagada. And we are back to the second segment on From Me to We with Jasmine Patel. And this is where we relax, throw the professionalism out the window, and be ourselves. And not only that, I have a surprise for Miss Gulsana. I am giving my microphone over to her, and she is going to become the host of the show. So take it away.
Oh my God, what an opportunity you've given me. Oh, Jasmine, I'm feeling so good, because I had been hosting so many shows, uh, even when I was a part of the school system, and I was the spokesperson for my school. All right, fine. So, from a very young age, I am into the habit of holding the mic. All right, Jasmine, I was going through your introduction, right? And when I went through your introduction, I found something very similar that, connected me with you even so close that I felt like talking to you immediately. And there was, you are writing to me. I am the author of 3 books. You are the love. The universe is the heart. Oh my God, you're showing them to me. I want these. Please, where can I find them? I'd love to read
Can you
them.
get on Amazon? Because they're on Amazon.
Oh, they're only on Amazon?
Yes.
Oh, fine. I'll manage. Definitely, I'm going to get them. And then, Jasmine, the universe of the heart, you are the love passport. Oh my God. I wish I could get them right now. And the waves of kindness. Oh, Jasmine, I want you to tell me that how, because if I share the titles, I've just read out the titles of your books. I'm going to share the titles of my writings, a few. Uh, one of my writings is forgiveness, one
Wow.
is rejection, one is the secret tree house, and one is objection, my lord.
Wow.
And that's what connected me to you. Jasmine, what are you trying to convey through this book? You are the love passport.
Okay, well, so a little fun fact. This book here, You're the Love Passport, is literally the small version of this one. You're the love, the universe is the heart. So say you're not someone who doesn't feel like reading the whole thing. You can read this book, get the summarized version, and still learn the same thing.
Oh, and what's the message? What's the message? I would like you to give me one thing about this book that will make me, that will force me to read it immediately. What is that attraction in it?
It's about love. And no, it's not only about romantic love as we might think. No.
Yes.
I'm talking about the universal love that we all share or should share. We really should share love. And all of you, including you, Gosana, including me, have that universal love inside us. It just needs to be awoken within. And this book does just that. And once you read the first page of the first chapter, you will not want to stop.
And I believe, Jasmine, I'll add on to your concept of universal love. Basically, this universal love is very, very important because what I see and observe, and what I think about all the time is that when you belong to a different set of cultures, and when you belong to a different set of religion, and you belong to a different geographical region, you know, I don't know, these geographical outlines or the boundaries are separating humans from humans,
Mm-hmm.
and universal love towards each other, because love is all about respect, love is all about acceptance, love
Yes.
is all about, that we just talked about, collaborating with each other and making the larger world into a small world, and
Mm-hmm.
getting together and connecting, making connections. That's what universal love is. And when, like you and I, found something similar when I read your introduction, I felt connected to you, and that, the feeling of love generated.
Yes.
Even before we talked to each other, I could feel that soul connection between you and I, because just your introduction, a little thing connected. So that, for me, universal love can do wonders. What a beautiful message, Jasmine. What a beautiful message. Okay, Jasmine, do you think people these days, what I'm observing in this fast and the furious world, where people are in the rat races, people are after money, people are becoming materialistic, and they're more into materialism than, things like kindness. Now,
Mm-hmm.
one of your book is Waves of Kindness Passport, right? Oh, I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna read them. Okay.
This book right here is very, 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 could keep on saying very forever, very special to me. Because,
Oh,
mind if I tell you the story behind this?
please, please do.
So it started, and actually, if it weren't for this, I wouldn't be here either. So it just makes this book even more meaningful to me. But anyways, it was back when I was in my LNA class, yes, in high school. Licensed nursing assistant, in case you didn't know. And my teacher, she showed us the movie Pay It Forward. And if you haven't watched that movie, I highly encourage you to, because that movie will change your life. It changed mine. And that's when I got inspired to write the book Waves of Kindness. However, I did start writing it, but I had to kind of stop because, school was getting in the way and everything. But I always kept it in the back of my mind. So then when I started my Facebook journey 2.5 years ago, I started posting all these inspirational posts up on Facebook because I knew that I was going to write the book someday. And when it was time for me to write it, all I would have to do was go back on Facebook, get all the posts I wrote, copy and paste, get the manuscript together, edit format, boom. That's exactly what I did. So this was a dream since I was 17, 18 years old. And now I'm 23.
Wow, wow. Now this inspires me, and it's triggering me to read it as soon as possible, because I know I'm gonna get the food for my thought process. It's gonna definitely evolve my schools of thought towards different aspects of life. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Tell you what, I'll do something even better for you. If you
Okay.
After this, if you give me your email, I will personally send you all 3 manuscripts of all
Oh,
3
thank
books
you.
for free.
Oh my God, Jasmine, what a beautiful gift you're going to give me. I'm really obliged. Thank you. I'll be desperately waiting for, because uh, the kindness, if I add on to your thing, in
Yes.
this fast and materialistic world we're living in, where people are only and only looking towards themselves, I think kindness is an emotion which is missing, which is definitely now fading out, I'd call it. And people don't show kindness. They don't come up with uh, the love and affection and the kindness and generosity that they should show to other people. So, to my audience and to Jasmine's audience, please read these books, because these books basically were something that today um, brought me to Jasmine, and that's how we got connected. So, yes, and if Jasmine, you would want to read my write ups on the same email when you're going to send me, I'm going to send you my write ups. That's a promise.
Of course. Now,
And
would you like me to read a chapter from my book?
I would love to listen to one of the chapters.
All
I'm
right.
honored. Okay.
Okay. This chapter is called, this is the first chapter. It's called Dreams Blossoming into Reality. So what I want you to do is close your eyes and feel the words to the chapter.
I'm going to do that.
Okay. So, dreams are a facet of your existence. It does not take that much to achieve your dream. Perseverance and hard work is what it takes to turn said dream into reality. Take the chance and do not be afraid of what is to come. You are on the right track, and the right track you will be. Do not give up and keep moving towards. Your dream will blossom. Your dream will turn into something beautiful if you keep on believing. Why stop now, since you have gotten so far? Keep on going. Keep on going through the jungle until you reach the other side. It is a suggestion that the more energy you put into a dream, the more meaningful it becomes. The more time that goes by, the more of an amazing feeling you get. You will realize that you have the power, that you yourself are the dream because you had the dream. You took the effort and you went forward and you made that dream into the ultimate seed. From that seed, you took even more effort to turn that seed into a solid idea. And from then on, that idea you got, you shared it with so many people and you made an impact. The dream, the ultimate dream, is the start of anything beautiful. Every building, every business, everything that is man made here started with a dream that someone had some time ago. So grab your dream and mold it into something real. You can open your eyes and tell me what you felt. I can't hear you. Microphone.
Oh my God. You know what?
What?
When you were reading it, I, I went through a memory lane, and I imagined myself when I was 3.5 years old, 3.5 or 4 years old. And from there, you were reading on and on and on, and I was moving on and on and on. Jasmine, what an experience I had in these last 3 minutes. You cannot even imagine. I think you can imagine.
Yes.
Because you made me through that memory lane where I was seeing how I started my struggles, how I never gave up, how sometimes I lost confidence, how sometimes I failed, I got rejected, but I moved on. I never lost hope. Sometimes I cried, sometimes I smiled, sometimes I felt like in the air, and sometimes I felt like grounded to the earth. What a beautiful experience you've given me, Jasmine. I went through my entire life. Oh my God. You know, sometimes forgiving, sometimes ignoring, sometimes becoming humble, and sometimes the arrogant me. Sometimes courteous, and sometimes the attitudes in me. Oh my God, you brought those things out. And how sometimes I was losing, but never losing myself. And how I sometimes gave up and then get up and tried again and made my contributions. Because for me, contributions are very important.
Mhm.
Oh, Jasmine. Oh, Jasmine. I love you, sweetheart. That's what we call universal love that we were just talking about a few
Mhm.
moments back. And I went through my entire journey of life. Thank you so very much for giving me this beautiful, reality check as well. Sometimes it's very important that you sit down with your closed eyes. And Jasmine, yesterday I did this with with one of my classes, and I asked the girls to close your eyes and sit in silence. And sometimes I read my pieces of writing to them. And do you know what I taught them? This is why they asked me, Miss Gulsana, why did you ask us to close your eyes? Because I told them that when your eyes are opened, you're always looking towards others and never at yourself. But when you close your eyes, that's the only time you look at yourself. You go through the memory lanes, you go through the previous experiences, you imagine and dream for the future.
Mhm.
You analyze your past dreams, the how far have you come and what is left of it, what is yet to achieve, what is yet to be contributed, what is yet I can do. And very, very important lesson. The word that you were repeating again and again in your reading, in that piece of writing, was the word dream. Dream, please dream. Now I'm talking to the audience. Please
Mhm.
dream. Dreams are very, very important. But for God's sake, don't let your dreams master you. Don't let your dreams become your master and make you its slave. We have become slaves in the hands of dreams. Please don't do that. Keeping a balance in everything you do and want to do is very, very important. Even when you're dreaming, do not allow your dream to slave you, to enslave you, to cage you. Make your contributions.
Whew.
Wow! Yes.
Everything you said, you should write it down and make another book. I'm
Okay, fine.
serious.
Jasmine, you and I, we, your show's last word is we. We are wonderful, ain't we? We are, yeah. And
You
it's
want
not
to know
just
something? You want to know something?
yeah.
I mean, we're like talking for the first time, yet I don't feel like this was our first time. Like I feel like I've known you forever. Like,
Yes.
isn't that interesting?
Jasmine, have some French fries from
Oh
my
my
plate.
god, I love French fries. Take the whole thing.
Take the whole thing. It's all yours. Please have some.
Man, no, seriously, I could actually taste those.
Okay, I'm gonna eat one. I'm gonna eat one in your place. This is Jasmine eating my French fry. Mm. Are you tasting it? Are
Yes,
they good?
so good.
Jasmine, I wish you would come one day to see me, and I'll actually make these French fries for you, and we're gonna sit together and eat them. Promise?
I think I'm going to Lahore first then.
Yeah. And I'm inviting you for the very first time. Let me be the first one to invite you.
Well, actually, you're not. Actually, you're not the first one who's invited
Okay.
me to Pakistan. There's been so many people that have been like, "When are you coming to Pakistan?" I'm like, "Soon. I don't know, but soon." Yeah.
Okay. Jasmine, it was wonderful talking to you. It was an amazing talk. And I have found somebody like me, and that's you. And I like the way you are. I loved the way you are. And I respect and accept you the way you are because I believe in peace. I believe in peace. And I choose peace for you and for myself and for the entire world. That's the message.
Wow. Yes, guys, if you're watching this right now, you got to connect with her. You got to connect with her. Seriously. Yes, Gulsana, we got to work together. We got to collaborate somehow. Serious. I'm telling you. A lot of things we can do together. Anyways, wow, 52 minutes and 20 seconds. That is really impressive. You see, that's the beauty of not really planning for things. And because we didn't plan this interview, it just happened. It did, right? It did. And it's,
Exactly. Actually, it did.
mm-hmm. So thank you, Gulsana, for being my esteemed guest on the 12th episode on From Me to We with Jasmine Patel. And to the rest of you, are you going to be the 13th guest? Who knows? If you're interested, message me and we'll make it happen. But for now, I will see y'all later. And Gulsana, don't go anywhere just yet.